For 5 hours and 29 minutes, the world of tennis stood still. Carlos Alcaraz and Jannik Sinner didn't just play a match on Sunday, they wrote an epic. A war of wills. A contest that stretched the boundaries of physical and mental endurance. In the longest French Open final ever, and the second longest Grand Slam final in tennis history, these two warriors delivered something that transcended sport. This wasn't about just winning a trophy. This was about ushering in a new era. As Novak Djokovic's career winds down, and with Roger Federer and Rafael Nadal having already taken their final bows, the sport has been searching. Searching for the next beacon. For reassurance. For a future. On-court Philippe Chatrier, tennis found it. Carlos Alcaraz, just 22 years old, has already been dubbed the Prince of Clay. And on this Sunday, he proved it wasn't just a nickname, it was prophecy. He clawed back from 2 sets down. He saved 3 match points. He refused to yield. Jannik Sinner, only a year older, stood on the other side of the net like a mirror. Calm, relentless, ruthless, a top seed with a 20-match Grand Slam winning streak. A man who already holds titles at the Australian and US Opens. The contrast in styles made this a thriller. Alcaraz's creativity and flair, Sinner's precision and stoicism, one playing like jazz, the other like clockwork. And the beauty of it, neither blinked. For 5 hours, neither gave an inch. This wasn't a match. It was a masterpiece. From the very first game, the tone was set. A 12-minute hold from Sinner, filled with deuces, grinding rallies, and heavy breath. A test of nerves. A taste of the storm to come. Sinner drew first blood. He took the opening set. Then, with calculated aggression, he secured the second set in a tiebreak. He was 2 sets up. The finish line in sight. The trophy nearly in hand. But Carlos Alcaraz was not ready to leave. He hadn't fought his way to the final to be brushed aside. He dug in. He responded with a set of his own. He saved 3 match points. And he dragged the match into a 5th set that felt less like tennis and more like destiny. In that final set, the crowd held its breath. Every rally was a war. Every point, a heart attack. Every shot, history in motion. And when the 5th set reached a tiebreak, the tension hit its peak. The scoreboard flashed 10-2 in the final breaker. Alcaraz had done it. He dropped to the clay. Sinner, gracious in defeat, sat quietly on the bench, knowing he had been part of something eternal. There was no shame in losing this match. Because nobody really lost. Both players emerged larger than life. Both walked away with respect, with glory, with a chapter in tennis lore. This was not just a passing of the torch, it was the lighting of a new one. For 2 decades, Federer, Nadal, and Djokovic dominated not just tennis, but the very imagination of fans. Their shadow has loomed large. So many feared what would come next. Now we know. The Alcaraz-Sinner rivalry isn't just the future. It's the now. It's the promise that the art, the drama, and the soul of tennis will continue. Different, yes, but equally breathtaking. Carlos Alcaraz now has 5 Grand Slam titles. He has won all 5 finals he has played. Only Roger Federer had done that in the Open era. But Carlos has done it with his own flavor, his own passion, and in his own way. And winning his 5th slam at the same age Nadal won his 5th. That's not coincidence. That's poetry. This match was not only a test of skill, it was a test of legacy. In the end, it was about belief. Belief in youth, in grit, in evolution. For the fans watching in Paris, and for the millions glued to screens around the world, Sunday proved something powerful. Tennis is not losing its magic. It is simply changing form. It is swapping its elder gods for younger titans. It is replacing nostalgia with anticipation. It is handing over the sword, and Carlos Alcaraz just claimed it. The numbers from the match will be quoted endlessly, the duration, the scoreline, the saved match points. But the feelings, the goosebumps, the awe, that can't be measured. This final was not about who won or lost. It was about who showed up. Both men did. Carlos Alcaraz etched his name deeper into the clay. Jannik Sinner etched his into our memory. And together, they brought tennis into a thrilling new era. There was once Federer versus Nadal. Then